Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahmed Ramadan for Muslim Network TV, and this is media. Maybe. If Israel has one talent besides killing children, it's their ability to layer each action they take in multiple war crimes. Today, Israel bombed Nasser Hospital, again, a war crime. Killed patients and doctors, war crimes. Killed 4 journalists, war crimes. Then struck the hospital again, live on air, a double war crime. Israel likes to wait for paramedics and rescue individuals to arrive on scene to help injured and recover dead bodies, and then bomb them again to maximize dead, a war crime. As even 972 magazine has reported, this isn't random, it's explicit Israeli policy. 20 people were killed, including 4 journalists. Maryam Abu Daqqa from the Associated Press, Hussam al-Masri from Reuters, Mohammed Salama from Al Jazeera, and Muad Abu Taha from NBC. So let's take a look at the Associated Press's article on the event, an article co-written by Melanie Lidman, Zionist propagandist who laundered every Israeli genocidal atrocity hoax. And keep in mind that Israel just bombed a hospital to kill journalists, and one of those journalists worked for the Associated Press. Israel's strikes on a hospital in southern Gaza killed 4 journalists Monday, including a freelancer who worked for the Associated Press, according to health officials. Let's stop right here. Why is this being framed like a tragic event and not a deliberate act? Where is the acknowledgement that there are multiple war crimes? Let's keep going. Maryam Daga, 33, a visual journalist, freelanced for the AP during the war, as well as other news outlets. The AP said in a statement that it was shocked and saddened to learn of Daga's death, along with those of other journalists. Gotta stop again. Hey, Associated Press, she worked for you. Do you think you can get her name right? It's Maryam Abu Daqqa. Also, you want to try not to center your grief in the statement and instead focus on the crime Israel is committing and the victims? Keep going. 2 missiles hit Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, medical officials said. In all, 19 people were killed, according to Zahir al-Wahidi, head of the Gaza Health Ministry's records department. Notice the passive voice again? 2 missiles hit, instead of naming it for what it was, Israel deliberately targeting a hospital. The Israel-Hamas war has been one of the bloodiest conflicts for media workers, with at least 192 journalists killed in Gaza in the 22-month conflict, according to the Committee to Protect Journalists. Comparatively, 18 journalists have been killed so far in Russia's war in Ukraine, according to the CPG. Where do you even start? This isn't a war. Calling the Israel-Hamas war is like watching a grown man beat a toddler to death and then calling it a fight. The debate is over. This is a genocide. And stay tuned because, trust me, we will be doing a video on that too. Then, calling it the bloodiest conflict for media workers. It's not like they are caught up in the middle of fire. The Associated Press completely ignores the fact that Israel has been systematically targeting journalists. They didn't just happen to die in this conflict. Then they cite 192 journalists killed from the CPJ, the most conservative, lowest number. Al Jazeera reports 274. The Palestinian Journalists Syndicate says 240 Palestinian journalists have been killed. Choosing 192 isn't neutral. It downplays dozens of Palestinian journalists' deaths. Also, this comparison with Ukraine downplays that Israel has been the most deadly towards journalists in recorded history. It treats the numbers like statistics and makes it seem like Israel is just worse in this category. The Israeli military said its troops carried out a strike in the area of Nasser Hospital and that it would conduct an investigation into the incident. The military said it regrets any harm to uninvolved individuals and does not target journalists as such. So why even print this paragraph? Israel has systematically bombed hospitals, ambulances, and killed paramedics. Virtually every major hospital in Gaza has been attacked. Quoting their regret without context isn't journalism. It's stenography. And for those that want to say, but Hamas, Israeli troops don't just bomb hospitals. They storm them, rip out ventilators, smash incubators, burn medicine stockpiles, and leave ICUs in ruins. They systematically go through medical equipment and destroy them. And then the double tap, waiting for rescue workers and then striking again, is a war crime. Because it deliberately targets rescue workers, and it was caught on camera. So why even legitimize their response? Why even include it? Many of the journalists working in Gaza are facing the same struggles to find food for themselves and their families as the people they are covering. Yes, they frame it as journalists struggling for food, like it's just some wartime hardship, instead of naming it what it is: Israel's engineered starvation policy, a genocidal tactic. I'll end it here, although we can do more just on this article. So, what do you think? Can you start recognizing the whitewashing, stenography, double-siding, passive voice, legitimizing Israel lies, dehumanizing Palestinians, and sanitizing genocide? Why are war crimes softened into tragic accidents through passive voice? Why does the media quote Israeli denials like they're credible, while Palestinian testimony is treated as questionable? Why is Israel's word treated as fact? And if journalists can be assassinated in broad daylight while mainstream media outlets still whitewash it, what else are we being trained not to see? I'm Ahmed Ramadan for Muslim Network TV.